So, hello, and this is going to be one of the first videos that I'm making and one that I feel actually very strongly about. And this is how to really have a healthy kind of lifestyle. So, I'm going to give you six that I have found are some of the most important. And here goes. So, the first one is getting regular and adequate amounts of sleep. I know this sounds, like everybody's big problem, but do you really know what happens while you're sleeping? And so it's important to know these things because if you know what happens while you sleep, you'll actually work harder to get better sleep. So first of all, getting a good night's sleep is not just important to your, batteries, that your batteries recharge, but it's also really important for the metabolic functions of your body. So for example, and I know this is going to sound kind of gross, but most people wake up in the morning and go number two. Why is that? Because during the nighttime when you're sleeping and your body's not using its energy on everything else like walking, reading, thinking, and all these other things, your body is able to actually get rid of wastes, repairing cell damage. And so sleeping less than 7 hours a night does not give your body a chance to actually process all of these things and regenerate your old cells. You'll actually look younger if you get a good night's sleep consistently because your body will be working very hard to regenerate itself. Not only that, but sleep apnea, when you don't get enough sleep, it can lead to greatly increased health risks. So make sure you get a really good night's sleep every single night. And if you have a hard time falling asleep, don't go right to the sleeping pills. You should really talk to your doctor and see why it is that you're not being able to get a good night's sleep. Then the second one is, and I know, everybody talks about this, but it's eating regular, well-balanced meals, including breakfast. Um, a healthy, balanced diet can help provide you with energy, lower your risks for leading killer diseases like heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, cancers, and all those other things. Makes you happy, makes you feel good, and provides your body with the nutrients it needs in order to go through the regular day. Um, so eat food, not too much, mostly plant-based diet. Third thing, is engaging in regular physical activity. Um, this body that we were given was meant to last 100 or more years, and it's important that we take care of it. Now, even though it sounds like, a machine that's not really being used much might last longer, the opposite is true for our bodies. You really need to have at least 30 minutes a day of regular physical activity in order to reduce the incidence of heart disease, cardiovascular disease, if you will, and bone loss that's associated with aging, like osteoporosis. Strength training is also really important. So I know many of you are younger than me. I'm just 20, but it's important that you really get enough exercise, both cardio exercise. That's where you get your heart rate up to about double its normal heart rate and you're sweating. Work hard enough so that you can maintain a conversation but with difficulty. And then at some points where you go breathless, and that's anaerobic. And then you also have to do some muscle work. So, weightlifting, something like that in order to keep up that muscle tone. 30 minutes a day, that's all it takes. And even if you're older and you're, in your 60s, 70s, that requirement doesn't go down. So don't try to start exercising when you're older. You've got to start trying to exercise when you're, now, like when you're able to actually get your body used to it. The next thing is, number 4, is maintaining a healthy body weight. Your body really wants to stay at the same weight that it is all the time. That's also why companies like Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers do so well because they have repeat customers. It's like a yo-yo. You lose some weight, but then you don't stick to the plan and you gain the weight back. What you really have to do is maintain a healthy body weight throughout your lifetime. And so figure out what that weight that is best for you is. Get to that weight, whether it means going up or going down, and then stay at that weight consistently. As a matter of fact, if you stay at a weight consistently for months and months at a time, then even if you splurge, your body will actually try to maintain that weight all the time. So even having, a night out on the town will not affect that weight. Number 5, you got to stay away from that tobacco stuff. No smoking, no chewing, no vaping. Smoking accounts for up to 400,000 deaths a year in just the United States. even worse is that there are 16 million a year who live with the misery of smoking related illnesses. So if you want to enjoy a healthy life, you got to stay off that tobacco, whether you're chewing it, smoking it, or vaping it. Number 6 is alcohol. You knew I was going to go there. Now, I'm not going to lie and tell you I never drink. I have an occasional glass of red or white wine. Once in a blue moon, I will have what I call a gin mule, which is a little bit of gin and ginger beer. But really, it has to be very moderate alcohol consumption. And it's, again, heart risk. So you want to be really careful with that heart risk. So those were the 6 things that you've got to do in order to maintain a really healthy lifestyle. We'll talk more. I'm Dr. Andrews, and oh, what a world it could be.